When the Himalayan peasant meets the he-bear in his pride, he shouts to scare the monster, who will often turn aside. But the she-bear thus accosted rends the peasant tooth and nail, for the female of the species is more deadly than the male. When Nag the basking cobra hears the careless foot of man, he will sometimes wriggle sideways and avoid it if he can. But his mate makes no such motion where she camps beside the trail, for the female of the species is more deadly than the male. When the early Jesuit fathers preached to Hurons and Choctaws, they prayed to be delivered from the vengeance of the squaws. 'Twas the women, not the warriors, turned those stark enthusiasts pale, for the female of the species is more deadly than the male. Man's timid heart is bursting with the things he must not say, for the woman that God gave him isn't his to give away. But when hunter meets with husband, each confirms the other's tale. The female of the species is more deadly than the male. Man a bear in most relations, worm and savage otherwise. Man propounds negotiations, man accepts the compromise. Very rarely will he squarely push the logic of a fact to its ultimate conclusion in unmitigated act. Fear of foolishness impels him ere he lay the wicked low, to concede some form of trial even to his fiercest foe. Mirth obscene diverts his anger, doubt and pity oft perplex him in dealing with an issue, to the scandal of the sex. But the woman that God gave him, every fiber of her frame proves her launched for one sole issue, armed and engined for the same. And to serve that single issue lest the generations fail, the female of the species must be deadlier than the male. She who faces death by torture for each life beneath her breast may not deal in doubt or pity, must not swerve for fact or jest. These be purely male diversions, not in these her honor dwells. She the other law we live by is that law and nothing else. She can bring no more to living than the powers that make her great, as the mother of the infant and the mistress of the mate. And when babe and man are lacking and she strides unclaimed to claim her right as femme, and barren her equipment is the same. She is wedded to convictions in default of grosser ties. Her contentions are her children, heaven help him who denies. He will meet no suave discussion, but the instant white-hot wild, wakened female of the species warring as for spouse and child. Unprovoked and awful charges, even so the she-bear fights. Speech that drips, corrodes and poisons, even so the cobra bites. Scientific vivisection of one nerve till it is raw, when the victim rides in anguish, like the Jesuit with the squaw. So it comes that man, the coward, when he gathers to confer with his fellow braves in council, dare not leave a place for her. Where at war with life and conscience, he uplifts his erring hands to some god of abstract justice, which no woman understands. And man knows it. Knows moreover that the woman that God gave him must command but may not govern, shall enthrall but not enslave him. And she knows, because she warns him and her instincts never fail, that the female of her species is more deadly than the male.
Yearly, with tent and rifle, our careless white men go by the pass called Mochini to shoot in the vale below. Yearly by Mochini he follows our white men in. Mutton, the old blind beggar, bandaged from brow to chin. Eyeless, noseless, and lipless, toothless, broken of speech, seeking a dole at the doorway, he mumbles his tale to each, over and over the story, ending as he began, Make ye no truce with Adamzad, the bear that walks like a man. There was a flint in my musket, pricked and primed was the pan. When I went hunting Adamzad, the bear that stands like a man. I looked my last on the timber, I looked my last on the snow, when I went hunting Adamzad 50 summers ago. I knew his times and his seasons as he knew mine, that fed by night in the ripened maize field and robbed my house of bread. I knew his strength and cunning as he knew mine, that crept at dawn to the crowded goat pens and plundered while I slept. Up from his stony playground, down from his well-digged lair, out on the naked ridges ran Adamzad the bear, groaning, grunting and roaring, heavy with stolen meals. 2 long marches to northward and I was at his heels. 2 long marches to northward at the fall of the second night. I came on mine enemy Adamzad, all panting from his flight. There was a charge and the musket pricked and primed was the pan, my finger crooked on the trigger when he reared up like a man. Horrible hairy human, with paws like hands in prayer, making his supplication rose Adamzad the bear. I looked at the swaying shoulders, at the paunch's swag and swing, and my heart was touched with pity for the monstrous pleading thing. Touched with pity and wonder, I did not fire then. I have looked no more on women, I have walked no more with men. Nearer he tottered and nearer, with paws like hands that pray. From brow to jaw that steel-shod paw, it ripped my face away. Sudden, silent and savage, searing as flame the blow. Faceless I fell before his feet 50 summers ago. I heard him grunt and chuckle, I heard him pass to his den. He left me blind to the darkened years and the little mercy of men. Now ye go down in the morning with guns of the newer style. That load I have felt in the middle and range I have heard a mile. Luck to the white man's rifle that shoots so fast and true. But pay and I lift my bandage and show what the bear can do. Flesh like slag in the furnace, knobbed and withered and grey. Martin the old blind beggar, he gives good worth for his pay. Rouse him at noon in the bushes, follow and press him hard. Not for his ragings and roarings flinch ye from Adamzad, but pay and I put back the bandage. This is the time to fear, when he stands up like a tired man, tottering near and near. When he stands up as pleading in wavering man-brute guise, when he veils the hate and cunning of his little Swenish eyes, when he shows a seeking quarter with paws like hands in prayer. That is the time of peril, the time of the truce of the bear. Eyeless, noseless and lipless, asking a dole at the door. Martin the old blind beggar, he tells it o'er and o'er. Fumbling and feeling the rifles, warming his hands at the flame. Hearing our careless white men talk of the morrow's game. Over and over the story, ending as he began. There is no truce with Adamzad, the bear that looks like a man.